I believe that the mystery of Reva is slowly unfolding. It is episode 4 as of right now, so by the 4th episode we have started to gauge how Reva's storyline is actually going. Of course, most of us know that it's gonna go one of two ways. She's either gonna die evil, or she's going to be redeemed to be good in the end. And that's Star Wars for you. We love those storylines, but as long as they make it tasteful, as long as it is a surprise or a twist, and I think I finally have it. Reva's character has a surprising twist coming in the next couple of episodes that will leave us shocked, and it won't be what we originally thought. Alright, let's go back to the first speculations that came in for Reva. Most of us thought that she was one of the younglings that had originally survived Order 66. As we know by the Inquisitors, there are a couple of possibilities, and those were it. She was either a fallen Jedi that was tortured enough to be converted into an Inquisitor, accepted the dark side, and started hunting Jedi. Or she could be a youngling, as was proposed by others. Well, what if I tell you that neither is the case? What if I tell you that she was originally a highly Force-sensitive, so much so that she was ultimately detected by the Grand Inquisitor and other Inquisitors, and ultimately captured, kidnapped, and turned into an Inquisitor herself, the third sister? If you watch the episodes, we no longer have any more clues left. The 4th episode, yesterday, gave us the final clue about Reva's origins, but if you missed it, we're going to explain it in today's video thoroughly. As a matter of fact, Reva has been shown to know a lot. She found out about Darth Vader's true origins as Anakin Skywalker, and then through studies, which are available to any Inquisitor that is interested, she found out as well the main nemesis of Darth Vader being Obi-Wan Kenobi. With that information, she went on to hunt Obi-Wan specifically just in order to gain favor with Darth Vader, probably eyeing that Grand Inquisitor spot. To those who say she was a youngling that was captured by the Inquisitors and turned into an Inquisitor herself, well, it seems that if that was the case, Obi-Wan would have at least recognized her. He saw Reva with his own eyes, as he was hiding from Reva on the docking bay on Dayu. He not only saw Reva, he saw the Grand Inquisitor as well, and the fact that Reva plunged her lightsaber into his stomach. With Obi-Wan seeing Reva, you would think that he would recognize a youngling back in the day. He did not. He did not even mention her. He did not associate her with anything that has to do with a youngling or a former Jedi. This is very puzzling, wouldn't you say? Because it would be exactly Obi-Wan who would identify her, who would recognize her ultimately in the end as being this Jedi or this youngling. Whatever the case, she has been now converted. Since Obi-Wan does not, I can safely remove those options that she was a former Jedi that had fallen or youngling. So you might ask, what else is available? How could she have ended up being an Inquisitor? Well, my guys, that's why I mentioned episode 4 and the final clue being laid out there. You see, throughout this time, Reva has been hinting that she hated the Jedi Order. When she sees the symbol in episode 3 and now in episode 4, she looks at it with disgust, with revolt. Not just because she is an Inquisitor, but something else happened. We see that Obi-Wan survived his burns at the hands of Darth Vader. He was being healed in the bacta tank. However, he elected to go speak with the one in charge of quote-unquote the path, which we now know is the early stages of the rebellion. The one in charge seemed to be Roken, played by O'Shea Jackson. Roken is very hesitant to help Obi-Wan against the Empire, and when Obi-Wan says you don't know what the Empire is capable of, Roken all of a sudden turns and tells Obi-Wan about his wife. He told Obi-Wan that once upon a time he had a wife that was Force sensitive. They knew what she was early on, but they married each other anyway. After they got married, Roken's wife was in the end captured by Inquisitors. Now hear me out. I know you might have thought that the Inquisitors might have killed her, but that's not practical. With many Force-sensitive children, we have seen that they have actually kidnapped them, not killed them. And with other Jedi, such as in the Jedi Fallen Order as we see, they converted them into Inquisitors and not killed them. Roken only says the Inquisitors found her. He does not explicitly say that his wife was actually killed by the Inquisitors, only that they found her and I assume caught her, kidnapped her, and brought her back to become the third sister. Yes, I definitely think with the last episode, what we saw and the hints that were shown in there, Reva is Roken's wife, Roken's Force-sensitive wife that was kidnapped by the Inquisitors. If you thought this wasn't enough proof, immediately after Roken explains to Obi-Wan about his Force-sensitive wife that was taken by the Inquisitors, we go to the interrogation scene between Reva and Leia. The moment Reva captures Lola, the little droid, she says, "I once had a droid, it was taken away from me, as was everything else." Don't you think this is a huge coincidence that many fans would have missed? These two scenes closely side by side together show Roken talking about his Force-sensitive wife, and then we cut to Reva talking about how everything was taken from her, supposedly by the Empire and by the Inquisitors. The fact that she hates the Jedi could be a mystery or a history that's something we don't know very much about and may be revealed in episode 5 or 6. I speculate that it could be that she blames the Jedi Order for allowing the Sith and the Inquisitors to destroy her life, just like Sarah Junda blamed herself for her apprentices as one of them became an Inquisitor as well. Why Reva isn't seeking her husband Roken at this time could very well be that the Inquisitors, Darth Vader, they have lied to her. They told her that her husband is dead. This is why she probably has not been seeking him out. And now that Reva will have the secret location of these rebels of the path, Obi-Wan, Leia, when she follows them to Jabim, she will in the end discover that her husband Roken is alive still, and this could be the turning point of her turning good and leaving the Inquisitorius behind her, joining perhaps Obi-Wan too. I'm very excited to see what episode 5 and 6 holds now that we have these new clues, but I'm very interested to know what do you guys think as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.